Good morning, class 8 students, and welcome to another online physical science class. Today, I am continuing the revision of heat. So, let's start. Now, the first question is, what is thermometer? The instrument used for measuring temperature is called thermometer. A thermometer is constructed by using the property of different changes produced in substances with change in temperature. The property of change in volume of mercury with change in temperature is used in mercury in glass thermometer. Mercury in glass thermometer is made of a hard glass capillary tube of uniform bore. At the lower end of the tube, there is a thin walled glass bulb. This bulb and a part of the capillary tube is filled with mercury. Rest part of the capillary above mercury is evacuated and sealed. The positions of mercury thread at ice point and steam point are marked, and then other temperature positions are calibrated. The bulb of the thermometer is kept in contact with the body whose temperature is to be measured, and the position of the mercury column in tube is observed. From this, the temperature of the body is known. So, a thermometer is a tool that measures temperature, how hot or cold something is, made up of thermo, that is heat, and meter, that is measuring device. The measuring of the word thermometer, the meaning of the word thermometer is pretty straightforward. Thermometers measure temperatures in degrees according to either the Celsius or Fahrenheit system. This is a normal thermometer I was talking about. Now my question is, what is digital thermometer? Now it is generally, sometimes we use digital thermometer also. So what is this? Digital thermometers are temperature sensing instruments that are easily portable, have permanent probes, and a convenient digital display. The way a digital thermometer works depends upon its type of sensor. Sensor types include resistance temperature detector, that is RTD, resistance temperature detector, thermocouple, and thermistor. Now in this slide, I am talking about some advantages. First, I am talking about advantages of use of mercury in thermometers. So mercury is the only one in liquid state at room temperature. It's used in thermometers because it has high coefficient of expansion. Hence, the slightest change in the temperature is notable when it is used in a thermometer. It also has a high boiling point, which makes it very suitable to measure higher temperatures. So point-wise, if you want to write, you can write mercury is easily available in pure state. It being good conductor of heat, whole mass of mercury attains same temperature in a very short time. Number 3, mercury being shining and opaque can be easily seen through glass. Number 4, mercury doesn't wet the glass wall and hence does not stick to glass while expanding or contracting. Number 5, boiling point and freezing point of mercury are about 357 degrees Celsius and minus 39 degrees Celsius respectively. So mercury remains in liquid state in this extensive range of temperature, and hence the mercury thermometer can be used for this wide range of thermometer. temperature, or this wide range of thermometer temperature. Number 6. Equal volume of mercury increases or decreases for each degree increase or decrease of temperature in a regular manner. Now, coming back to the next point, that is advantages of digital thermometers. Digital thermometers provide temperature readings in decimal points for an accurate and specific reading. It is not possible in case of any clinical or sensitive thermometer. Next, they are also easier to read than their mercury counterparts. Next, it is faster than the normal thermometer in calculating readings. Next, they are multifunctional. You can find digital thermometers coupled with timers or alarms for different uses. And the last one, they are also similarly priced to the mercury thermometers. And now, in the diagram, I have shown you alcohol thermometer and mercury thermometer. In between these two, there is an advantage of using alcohol thermometer. What is this? You see the diagram. You can see that red color alcohol can be easily seen from outside in a thermometer. But in case of mercury, it's not that much brighter than alcohol. It's not. So, in that case, sometimes using alcohol thermometer is more advantageous than using a mercury thermometer. But generally, we use in our normal life mercury thermometer. Now, the next one is, what is clinical thermometer? The thermometer used for measuring the body temperature of a patient is called clinical thermometer. There is no change in the reading of the thermometer even when it is removed from the body of the patient, and so it is easier to take readings for the temperature. It is essentially similar in construction to an ordinary mercury in glass thermometer. The only difference is that there is a curved kink in the capillary tube just above the bulb. Due to this, mercury thread pushes through the kink while expanding, but when the thermometer is removed from the contact of the body of the patient, the mercury thread cannot come down the kink during contraction, and there is a break in the thread at the kink, so the reading remains unchanged. To reset the thermometer for next use, it is given a few jerks which forces mercury in the stem to go back into the bulb. The range of this thermometer in Fahrenheit scale is from 95°F to 110°F, and in Celsius scale from 35°C to 43°C. This range of temperature is very, very important. Please remember this carefully. The normal temperature of the human body, that is 98.4°F or 36.9°C, is shown in the thermometer by an arrow mark. So, a device used to measure human or animal body temperature is called clinical thermometer. You can say the tip of the thermometer is put under armpit or tongue, inside the mouth or into the rectum via the anus. Now, what is the structure of clinical thermometer? A long narrow tube with a same thickness throughout the length. On one side of this tube, there is a bulb which contains mercury. See the diagram. A normal clinical thermometer has been shown over here. Now, what is the unit of clinical thermometer? In question answer form I have given because I have tried my best to make you understand. So, what is the unit of clinical thermometer? Clinical thermometer is used for measuring the temperature of human. It is marked in degree centigrade or degree Fahrenheit. The temperature of a healthy human body is approximately 98.66 degree Fahrenheit. Now, what is constriction or kink in clinical thermometer? The constriction or kink in the thermometer is to prevent the mercury from dropping back to the bulb when the reading is being taken. It is easier for us to take reading. See the diagram? Bulb is there and kink is there. I have marked it. And capillary tube is also there. Capillary of mercury also has been shown. What are the physical properties of clinical thermometer? Sensitivity, linearity, responsiveness of clinical thermometers are the same as that of laboratory thermometers. The scale ranges between 35 degrees Celsius to 42 to 43 degrees Celsius. This range is centered around the normal body temperature of 36.9 degrees Celsius. Now, there are some general precautions that should be taken when we use a clinical thermometer. So, precautions taken while reading a thermometer. Thermometer should be washed before and after use, preferably with an antiseptic solution. Ensure that before use the mercury level is below 35 degrees Celsius. Handle the thermometer with care. If it hits against some hard object, it can break. Don't hold the thermometer by the bulb while reading it. Other precautions: wash the thermometer in clean water. Jug the thermometer to bring the mercury thread below 36 degrees Celsius, or rather 35 degrees Celsius. While reading the temperature, do not hold the thermometer by the mercury bulb. After use, wash the thermometer before storing. So point-wise, the care must be taken in using a clinical thermometer. You can say, number one, before every use, the mercury must be brought back to the bulb, giving a few jerks to the thermometer. Second, the thermometer must be kept in contact with the body for at least half a minute. Number three, the bulb of the thermometer should not be brought in contact with boiling water or dipped into it. In that case, the bulb would crack. And number four, the bulb of the thermometer is made of very thin glass, and the thermometer must be handled very carefully so that the bulb is not hit against any hard surface. Now, the last part of this slide, and but not the least, that is characteristics of sensitive thermometer. In general, there are three characteristics concerning a thermometer. Sensitivity refers to the ability to give a large response to a small change in thermometer. A sensitive thermometer is able to detect small changes in temperature. It can also give a rapid response to temperature change. In a sensitive thermometer diagram I have given. Point-wise, if you want to write, you can write the bulb should be large and made of thin glass so that heat reaches mercury quickly, and if the bulb be large, then quantity of mercury would be more and so there would be large expansion. Number two, the capillary must be of uniform bore everywhere. Uniformly bore rather. Number three, it would be easier to take reading to the thermometer if the capillary be narrow and long. And number four, the liquid used in the thermometer must have larger expansion, absorbing small amount of heat. Thank you students. For any doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. Even you need to send your physical science assignments in this given email ID. Hope so you have understood the chapter very well.